you doing? As Abhay said, my name is Samson. I will be a host and MC. We got a fantastic lineup. What's my Indian name? This is not an interview, dude. This is a comedy show. We'll get you your time slot at the end. I don't know where it like came from this general area. I don't know who did. Everybody's pointing at you now. Like everybody, like the one behind, the one behind. That is my Indian name. Why do you think I would not have an Indian name? That is a very Indian name. Yes, Samson, it is. If you go to Bombay and you yell out Samson, there'll be like 10 Indian Jewish Samsons who will turn around. Somebody just had a realization. See, that's the thing. I was born and raised in Bombay, or Mumbai, if you are politically annoying. And, right, and raised Jewish, which means back in India, every time people heard about that, when I told them I'm a Jew, I would get this question, Jew? Dude, we know just two Jews, the good Jew and the Panju. Which one are you? Right? Yeah. But here in America, I get different questions. Right? I tell people I'm a Jew. The one question I get most often, really? Are you really Jewish? It's like, what are they expecting me to say? Oh no, you got me. You are so good at recognizing people just by looking at them. You must be Columbus. Right, the other question I get a lot, are both your parents Jewish? No. My father is a Christian and my mother is a Muslim, and they hated each other so much, they raised me Jewish. Yeah. See, you guys are clapping at that. I appreciate that you got the joke. Because one time I had somebody walk up to me after the show and she's like, oh, it must have been so hard. Somebody missed the joke. How many people here from Pleasanton? Clap if you live in Pleasanton. Quite a few. How about the whole Tri-Valley area? Pleasanton, Dublin, Livermore, San Ramon. That's what we have. Okay. Anybody not from the Tri-Valley area? Anybody drove from farther? Oh, okay, okay. Where from? Like there was a big round of applause here. What cities? San Francisco, Fremont. Okay, wow, quite a few. Oh, and we got people in the balcony. How about that? Hey, hello. You guys, Roy Rizaba, like whatever, elevated, right? Now, I know there's like, clap if you're not Desi, like not Indian, not South Asian. Clap if you're not South Asian. Any? Okay, we got a few smattering applause. That's good. Welcome, welcome. Just to be sure that you don't mistake in this, like they weren't sitting here and suddenly like rose to the top. There is like staircase to go up and they actually walked there. Because you know, that's the impression people have, like Indian sadhus, they just like sit and then like go up, right? So that didn't happen. That's good. I heard a lot of Fremont, right? Let me make a guess. You guys were probably here earlier today to see open houses in San Ramon. Huh? Yeah, somebody's handshake, a high five, like, dude, how did he know? How did he know? I'll tell you how I know. I was doing the same thing. All right, I live in Fremont. I'm gonna move to San Ramon. That's the passage of right. Like everybody from Fremont goes to San Ramon, right? So that's good. We got all the people in here. That's fun. The other half was holding the open houses. All right. Another joke from the audience. Not your turn yet. Huh? We'll get you on next year's festival. We can be up here, and then you can like, we're gonna tell jokes. We're like, yay! So that's a good one, though. Yeah. We actually have a realtor in the audience. So okay. No. Here's what I can tell you. Recently, my in-laws were visiting from India, and they stayed with us for 2 months. And thank you. 3 people feel the pain. And a lot of my friends were saying things like, wow, that means you got to eat good, home-cooked Indian food every single day. And I said, no. Because my mother-in-law is a doctor. So when she cooks food, it doesn't taste like good Indian food. It tastes like what I like to call hospital food. Because I'll be there in the kitchen every day with her arguing, be like, hey, let's put some extra oil, fry it a little bit more, put some salt, put some sugar, make it tasty. And she's like, but it's not healthy for you. I'm like, it's okay, you're a doctor, you can fix me later. Let's make some good food, fix me later. That's how capitalism works. Welcome to America. And see, so you guys kind of laughed at that. My wife, not so much. Yeah. She gets angry at me. She's like, why do you have to be so rude to my mom? Why can't you just eat what she makes? I'm like, look, if only you had been a little more honest throughout your childhood, maybe we wouldn't have had this problem today. You know what I mean? Like, you never told your mom. You should have told her. You just kept eating all her shitty food. Let her know. Let her know she doesn't cook good enough. Give her some feedback. How is she ever going to improve? Give her a chance to improve, right? Like, why couldn't you just tell her it wasn't good? Like, did she not get any clues? Like, I get it, you can't tell your mom, but like, nobody in the family? That never happened? Like, didn't you ever have like a big family gathering where all the aunties brought their dish there and then everybody ate everything? Your mom was the only one that never got over? Huh? That never happened? Did your mom never take your food back home going, I wonder nobody's eating my food? They must be full. They must be full. I think they must be full. Right? Did she not get any clue at all? And then this is what my wife said to me. She said, that has never happened. She never had to take food back. Ever. And I was like, wow. Your whole family is full of liars. Nobody's willing to tell her the truth. Everybody just keeps eating shitty food. What's wrong with your family? Who did I marry? What's happening? All right, dude. You went from realtors to doctors. Slow down. All right. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, here's the part I don't get, right? My wife will spend hours writing shitty one-star reviews for restaurants on Yelp. She's never going to visit again. Why can't she just take 2 moments to tell her mom, not good food? Like, how hard is it to do? All right? What do you want me to do? Open a Yelp page for your mom? So we can all write one-star reviews for her? Yeah? Next thing you know, she has like 25 one-star reviews, all from family members. Like, whoever was uncomfortable telling her on the face, she'd probably still not get a clue. She'd be like, oh, looks like I'm the only star in this universe. I must be cooking really good food. I'm one. Look at my mom. Great cook. All right? You think she was born that way? No. We made her a good cook. All right? That's what I spent my entire childhood doing. Every time my mom brought a dish that I didn't like, I'm like, what's this? And she'd be like, oh, okay, I'll go make something better, right? Took the dish back to the kitchen, brought it back out in 10 minutes, same dish, so much more tastier. I'm like, how did you do that, Mom? What did you put into this dish that suddenly the same dish tastes so much more tasty? And she said, my tears. Hey, look, no pain, no gain, all right? We put my mom through all the pain. Look at the cooking skills she gained. Eh? So be honest. Tell your parents if they cook shitty food, let them know. All right? And look, there's a lot of Indian people here, right? Lots of women here. Stereotypically speaking, half of you are probably doctors. Potentially, you are the shitty cooks in your family, all right? So get a clue. Huh? Get a clue. Thank you. Yeah. You guys are way too much fun. I do love Indian food as long as it's not cooked by my mother-in-law. I love Indian food. It's one of my favorite foods. Not a big fan of Indian restaurants here in America, especially. Because, there are some things you'll hardly ever find at an Indian restaurant. Things like customer service. I'll give you an example. This was a few years ago. I was at an Indian restaurant in Sunnyvale. Don't want to take names, but if you know Sunnyvale, it's on the intersection of Mary and Fremont. All right, it's Sarvana Bhavan, right? I was at Sarvana Bhavan, 9:45 p.m. The waiter comes over and says, sir, 15 minutes to closing. Is there anything else I can get you? And I said, yes. Can I get a chai? This is what that waiter tells me. Sorry, sir, the chai is over. I'm like, dude, first of all, this is America. You are supposed to waste food, not run out of it. Secondly, I am sitting in your restaurant ordering something from your menu. You have a kitchen back there. Go and make some chai for me. Don't tell me chai is over. Can you imagine if I did that back to them? Walk up to their cash counter. How much? 25? Yes, 20. Sorry, money's over. Huh? Yeah, you guys are clapping now. I have a feeling one of you is going to try that tomorrow. Because every time I do that joke, the next day I get a call from Sarvana Bhavan. They're like, dude, stop doing that joke. Come and have all the chai you want. We'll give it to you for free. Love Indian food, not a big fan of American food, right? What's the first thing we do when we're stuck with eating American food? Put some salt and pepper, right? Salt and pepper is our savior, which is why I really pity all those countries that are struck with natural disasters, like tsunamis and earthquakes. Is it not bad enough that people have lost their families and their homes? America goes and makes food drops. As if to say, oh, you think your life sucks? Here, eat some American food. Maybe that will help put things in perspective. That's also where I believe India has a good chance to build some public relations. Every place we see America making food drops, we should fly behind, drop some salt and pepper. Right? Here you go, enjoy your food. You know, the last time I did that joke, it was kind of an all-Indian audience like this. And as soon as I said we should throw some salt and pepper, this Indian auntie up front went, you should also throw some pickle. And I'm like, what am I, Continental Airlines? He's like, oh, what do you want? Salt and pepper? Here you go. What do you want? Pickle? Here you go. What do you want? Chutney? Sorry, chutney's over. Actually, somebody said chutney. Wow, that's going to be my next joke next show. Hey. All right, that's been my part of the show. Thank you, everybody, for listening and laughing. We appreciate that. We're going to have a fun time. You guys are a fun crowd. Oh, yeah.